Feel again. Alan Cox on 100.7 WMMS.
I got a grand for you here in a few minutes, about 7 or 8 minutes. Close to 5:30 as I can remember to get it. $1,000 in your pocket and then a trip to Vegas for you and a friend, the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Now in its year, they've got the Black Crowes and they've got other people. They've got Keith Urban. That's Mary's favorite.
Incorrect.
And what don't you like about him? You just don't like his voice.
I don't like the way. Yeah, I just don't like his voice. I like his song "Blue Ain't Your Color," but that's the only Keith Urban song that I like.
Is that about cops?
No.
They made some additions. They've added A$AP Rocky. For my estimation, okay, if you're going to talk about the A$AP mob, I know he gets the lion's share of the attention. But for me, it's always Yams. Dua Lipa, Paramore, Hozier. The Weeknd. Misprint here. There's only 2 E's in Weekend. And a special appearance by Coldplay's Chris Martin, who I have to think at this point we have on some kind of long-term contract. But anyway, they're all doing the T-Mobile Arena. It's the 20th and 21st of next month, so it's not far off. And there's still a handful of opportunities for you to win that trip. Guardians are going to be on the back half of a doubleheader against Kansas City Royals tonight. They lost the first one. That was 4-3 this afternoon. 6:40 is the first pitch around the corner here at Progressive Field. If you're not going to the game, you can listen here live on WMMS and on the iHeartRadio app. Royals, Guardians, 6:40 tonight on MMS. And then the team sticks around because they're hosting the Pirates through the weekend because, of course, the Pirates can't play at home on Sunday. That's the Green Day Smashing Pumpkins show at PNC Park.
Oh, my name's Alan. I'm such a good person. Oh, except I run over raccoons. Ooh, I run over raccoons.
It's the na guy. He's been calling a lot. The na guy. Oh. First of all,
he got you pretty good.
Joke's on you because there isn't a person alive who has ever heard me say, I think I'm a good person. You will never hear those words come out of my mouth. So, to you, sir. Right. Well, people have thoughts on me inadvertently plowing over a raccoon this morning at about 5:45. Wasn't like I aimed for it. Wasn't like I was going too fast. It just, I guess neither one of us were able to gauge. I don't know why I always think that animals can gauge what's happening with an automobile, but clearly not. I'm actually more curious about what happened on my way back an hour later because it was gone. I expected to see it splattered across the street, and it was gone. I mean, by the time I got to the gym, I was inspecting my car for, like, guts in the treads or whatever. But it can't be my concern. Anyway, Guardians, tonight. Oh, my God.
I did not expect
Was
anything
that
to come
you?
out. Yeah.
I know you didn't expect it.
I thought it was going to be one of the ones that...
Nevertheless, your timing was perfect.
that was going to be one of the ones that bubbles in your throat and you can kind of just let the air out of your nose.
Oh, I get them all the time, and you guys make fun of me for them. Those are my burps.
That was going to be. That's what I thought that was going to be.
Wow.
And it was not.
It was not that at all. It was a full-on something.
Sorry.
No, listen. We're all here just trying to do our thing, right? My Chicago White Sox in the record books again.
31 wins?
32? What a great, great time. The Chicago White Sox become the fastest team to 100 losses since 1916. Last night, the Chicago White Sox went down again. to the Detroit Tigers. That was a 9-4 finish. Chicago is the fastest team to reach 100 losses. I can't even speak. I'm so bummed out.
Why'd they have so many lozenges?
Oh, I heard
Lawson's. It was
like
chip
a
dip.
Lawson's.
dip,
Oh,
yeah.
Lawson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Chicago's the fastest team to reach 100 losses in a season since the 1916 Philadelphia Athletics, a team that doesn't even exist in the same city anymore. White Sox manager Grady Sizemore said everyone in that locker room is aware of the record and how frustrating it is. You've got to get to a point where you look around and go, we are a professional baseball team. Like, what is happening here? You'd think by accident you wouldn't end up with 100 losses. They are on pace to lose 124 games, which would break the modern era record held since 1901 by the 62 Mets. That's the marquee, terrible team everybody talks about. They go, oh, hope we don't become the 62 Mets. They went 40 and 120. And so that's what's on these guys' brains. So at this point, they're probably so in their heads. They're like, it's beating a dead horse at this point. But how do you have a team of professional baseball players who are that bad? Because they're not this bad every season.
They missed the manifestation portal.
They missed something. But, I mean, these are guys, they're a team like any other. They're very highly paid. They're making a lot of money to play this game. And they're going to they're the fastest team to 100 losses since 1916. Simply no way to know how many years that is. But
It's like a million.
it's like a million years is the point. So, listen, I will never bail from the Chicago White Sox. But it's gotten to the point now where I went to the grocery store yesterday and I was picking up some stuff. And I grabbed my Sox cap and put it on. And I was like, somebody could easily point and laugh at me for this. They could point right at me and laugh, and I would know exactly what they were talking about. But it is one of my favorite caps. Alan, you probably just maimed that raccoon, and then it dragged itself off the road to die a painful death. Do animals drag themselves? No, trust me. I plowed over this animal. This thing was
such pride.
This thing was not dragging itself. No, because in my rear view, when it's still kind of in the glow of my lights, I was like, maybe. Nope. No. It looked like I split the thing in two. So unless you're talking about Terminator style, dragging itself across the road, this thing is not going anywhere.
You may have saved John Connor.
I may have. And that should count for something. But I don't know that it does. All right, let's get right to it. The trip to Vegas. There's $1,000 because it's Vegas, and you and a friend at our iHeartRadio Music Festival in a few weeks. Good luck.
Now your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword LUCKY to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's LUCKY to 200-200.
WMMS.
So, talking about Mary's gambling winnings and what she was or was not going to split with Brian. So, kind of a similar situation, but I was kind of seeing a girl on and off. It was not what I determined to be serious. And she takes me to this hockey game, and both of us were, gambling enthusiasts. Nothing crazy, but so I usually play the 50-50 raffle whenever I go to a sporting event if I remember to do it. And the end of the game comes around, and I wind up winning the 50-50 drawing. And it was almost $5,000.
Nice.
So you take half of that because half of it goes to charity. She was upset with me that I didn't split the $2,500 with her, even though we had only gone on 3 or 4 dates. I mean, we were sleeping together, but still, that's whatever.
That don't mean anything.
I love that.
Means nothing.
We each bought the 50-50 raffle tickets without the other one even knowing that we were doing it. She was pissed at me, and I wasn't going to give her $1,250. We'd only gone on 3 or 4 dates. It was just kind of weird, and it all just kind of fizzled out after that, which was probably fine. But yeah, I think it
Yeah,
all
man.
depends on how long you've been with the person, really.
Bro, you dodged
Right.
a bullet there. That's
What a great dude throwaway line, though. He's like, I mean, yeah, we were sleeping together, but I mean,
Like, whatever.
Wasn't worth no $1,200. Wow. Well, but I got to tell you, I'm fully on board with what he's saying there. But you're in seats that she had and took you to the game. I guess that doesn't mean anything, right?
No, he bought the.
No, he
yeah.
bought the ticket.
He
on
bought
his
the
own.
ticket,
Yeah.
yeah. But he said they were both playing it, but unbeknownst to each other.
They didn't tell each other that
Yeah.
they both had
'Cause-
bought.
Right.
They
Which
were
means
both
she wasn't
sneaking
going to give
around.
him anything.
No.
Right.
she
What if
won.
she had won?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. We'd gone on 3 or 4 dates. I mean, yeah, we were sleeping together, but oh, that's great. Oh, Matt, you magnificent bastard.
This guy.
Yep. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Is that how that works? Half goes to charity? So you,
Usually.
yeah.
the 50-50 means you get 50% of it?
Mayor, what were people telling you to spend your money on?
Nothing. They were
Oh,
just
they were
asking.
asking what you were
yeah,
gonna
or
spend
like
on,
telling
yeah.
me stories of them winning at the casino, and it was a lot of gambling talk.
Yeah.
Now, did you find, I know you said earlier that there were a lot of people picking your brain about that or kind of you retelling that story of you making that big win there. But were there people who were like asking you to retell the story, but they had like a glint in their eye, like they were licking their lips as you were telling the story? Or was it just out of pure
I don't
curiosity?
think it was anything like that.
Okay.
Like I would give
Living
them money,
vicariously.
you mean?
No. Like they were living vicariously through you telling the story again.
No, I don't think so. Because nobody asked me to retell the story. Pretty much everyone on the boat is listeners.
Yeah,
So
right.
they know what's what. But I had a couple people, probably 4 or 5 people, stop me and be like, I got to tell you about when I won my jackpot. And it's fun because they're all hyped up
Yeah.
telling me I was playing this game and we were at this casino and me and my husband or me and my mom or whatever it was. It was, yeah, a lot of gambling talk on my end, like people talking to me about gambling on the boat.
Wow.
So get this while we're on the gambling topic.
Yeah.
My roommate's mom comes in to visit her last weekend. She was here in March, so she's coming back out to spend a weekend. She gets in Thursday night. They went to a Broadway show, had a good time. Friday morning, I get up at 6 a.m. to get my flight to Cleveland, and Sarah's already up. And I was like, she's freaking out, but I was like, what's going on? She goes, do you know of any hospitals around here? I was like, no. Is everything okay?
That's never something you want to be asked first thing in the morning.
It's 6 in the morning. I'm not expecting anybody to be awake. I was like, what's going on? She goes, well, my mom wasn't feeling well last night. And then this morning, she's in so much pain, she can't stand up. So I'm just trying to figure out where to get her or whatever, if we need to call 911. I was
Did
like,
you have
well,
to fart?
no. I was like, well, I'm literally, my Uber's here. I'm leaving to go on a plane. Let me know what's going on. They get her mom to the ER. I guess she had, her appendix needed to come out.
Oh,
Appendicitis.
Appendicitis,
Yeah,
yeah.
it didn't burst or anything, but it was super, super inflamed.
Well, you want to get it before it bursts, boy.
So they had to send her Friday into emergency surgery. So now her mom is here for a week. Her
Wow.
mom
Can't
can't.
travel.
She
yeah.
can't fly. They won't
And
let her
she
on a
lives in
plane.
Indianapolis?
She lives in Indiana, in a small town in Indiana.
Yeah, okay.
So her mom's been here since Thursday, and she's not cleared to fly until Sunday.
So she's convalescing with you guys, or she's still in the hospital?
No, she's just hanging out. The
Is
surgery.
she doing the
it's-
weird washcloth thing too?
The
Or what was it? The towel,
Over the sink?
over the sink.
Oh no, I don't know. I just got home this morning, but so her mom is here, has been here all weekend, and now can't leave until Sunday. Isn't cleared to fly until Sunday. So we were all talking today, and her mom was asking me. Her mom's a gambler. Her mom was asking me about the casino, and she's like, "What game were you playing? Oh my God, that's my favorite game." Da 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 da. And Sarah was like, "Yeah, I think Mary said they get comp nights." And her mom was like, "Man, I'd love to go to the casino right now." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Well, I can actually call to see if I have anything available, and then maybe, we could go and figure it out." And she was like, God, I've just had such a rough weekend. That would be so cool. So I called them, and I have a free comp night, and we're going to go tomorrow after the show, me, Sarah, and her mom, and spend the night.
Wow. So she can't fly, but she can gamble.
She won't. We're driving in a car.
Yeah.
They won't let her on an airplane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's an hour and a half away. And her mom was so excited because she's like, I come here to visit my daughter. My friggin' appendix almost burst. Now I'm stuck sleeping on a couch for a week. And so.
Why wouldn't she
But
just
let me ask
drive
you this.
home?
You're driving home would that'd be probably pretty tough to do.
Oh,
for
she'd
her.
also
Yeah.
have to rent a car, and it's like a 14-hour drive to where they
Okay.
live in Indiana.
I see. Okay.
By herself. Like,
Yeah.
if anything goes wrong, she's screwed.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
you know?
But do you want to take a jinx like that to the casino?
What do you mean?
Someone that is going on vacation has to get their appendix out.
No, she's due for some good luck now.
I was going to say, did she get all of her bad luck out of the way?
I don't think it works like
And
that.
now,
I
yeah,
don't
you
think
don't
it
believe in
does.
fate, though.
How do we know how any of this works when she
believe in fate.
explains it?
Mary knows how it works.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
She'll
saying.
explain how it works.
Here's how it works. She got her bad luck out of the way.
Okay.
Now she
She's
gets
due
to
for a
make-
win.
She's due for a
Or
win.
is her bad luck going to pass on to you?
No. And then
Get the Maloik.
she's due for a win and to make memories with her daughter. Remember that time I had to stay with you for a week and we won $50,000 at the casino? What a blessing in disguise.
Now, would you get any of that money?
No,
Remember the
sure.
time
I wouldn't
went
ask
to the
for it.
casino with you, had to get my appendix out, and then also lost
A foot.
$25,000, and
think
I
you're-
had to move
okay,
in
they
with
got
you
it like
because
that.
your dad divorced me because of all that.
Lost all the money.
It turns
in
out
the
they also
family.
discovered I was diabetic, and
Yeah.
it was a whole thing.
No, but Sarah, I was like, dude, you know what we should do? Because I text her when I got to work and I made the phone call. I was like, hey, we got that room for tomorrow. We should do like content because it's fun to have like a roommate who's also into like weird, silly social media stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, we should do like a video like your aunts go to the casino. And she's sending me, she went to the thrift store today. So she's sending me pictures of like the dresses and shoes
Oh, God.
and stuff. And it's going to be so fun. So
Kitty
that'll probably
sweaters?
come- oh, like just exactly what you picture a 50-year-old aunt wearing at a casino or on like a cruise ship.
Fredericks of Hollywood.
Yes.
Don't tell me
Fredericks
how
of
to
Hollywood.
live.
But so yeah, we're gonna have a nice little night. Me and my roommate and her mom.
So does she, even under better circumstances, because people can get prickly, obviously, when they're laid up, does she get along with her mom?
Yeah, they get along pretty well.
Yeah, okay.
From everything I've heard, she's never like
They're not going to be sniping at each other the whole time.
not.
Okay.
I don't get that vibe from them at all. Like she's never complained about her. She's never said like, "Hey, we have this checkered pass," like nothing like that. But her mom was telling me about her favorite slots and how they don't have the All Aboard, the train game that we were playing. They don't have that in Indiana, and she loves that game so much she can only play it when she goes to Florida. So she was all hyped up. So I think that'll be good for them too. To also, her mom can go and play by herself while Sarah and I make our stupid video, and it'll be fun.
Yeah.
What if you win while you're making the video?
Wouldn't that be crazy?
You got to stay in character.
You hit
gotta
some
stay in
I know,
character.
you hit some
You-
insane jackpot, but I'm Aunt Terry.
yeah,
I
we're like,
can't-
wait,
I
what?
can't-
Aunt Terry.
Why is she still talking like an old?
Terry with a Y.
Terry with an I-T-E-R-R-I.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz, faux shiz.
Man, that'd be good.
But yeah. So we're going to have some fun tomorrow night.
Take her off her bonus hole.
Maybe I will. She's got to be here till Sunday.
Wow.
Be like, hey, come to the laundromat. I'll show you how bonus hole works.
Is she going to come to any of her daughter's shows?
I would assume.
Yeah.
She went with her to her dentist appointment this morning because she's got nothing else going on.
I was going to say, a little different. Did she still applaud?
I think so.
She heckle the dentist?
Maybe.
Oh.
I don't know about all that.
Was it like the dentist appointment that you went to?
God.
You'll be
knows?
fine. Go home
Everything's
and then.
fine. Just leave.
Everything's okay.
I took an x-ray. Oh, okay.
Cool. Well, let me know how that x-ray goes, and
Yeah,
we'll be in
sounds-
touch,
Are
I
you going to
guess.
show me it or
Yep.
do I have any extra teeth or something I should know about?
Don't call us. We'll call you.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe Sarah's mom could be a huge winner. I told Brian I'm going tomorrow. He's like, here we go. He's like, I'm telling you, Mayor. He's like, you're going to blow through that money in 2. I'm like, I'm not, I swear. But I have free play. So I was like, I'm going to leave my cards at home. I'm not going to take any extra dollars. I already deposited all that money. That money's already in the bank. So I'm going to take my little free play
You're
my
not gonna
game.
pull. You're not going to pull out $1,000.
Nope. Play with, make the video with Sarah. Maybe
Good
have
for
a
you.
buffet.
That is. I mean, it is your money to do. I know his thoughts on it, but it is your money to do with whatever you see fit.
Right.
Well, good for you.
But living in the most expensive city in the country should probably just sit in my account.
I guess. Wait, what
Right?
city is that?
New York City.
Oh my God, that's where you live.
That's where I live.
I didn't realize it was
You
that
didn't know that?
expensive. No.
Pretty expensive.
Wow.
New York City.
All right, I'm going to break. You can shoot a text if you like. 35192. AlanCoxShow.com is where the pictures fly through the air, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.